life is short, it ain't no guarantees. Just step on out, girl, you wear with ease.
We're so excited to have you here today.
Go curvy. Go curvy. Go curvy.
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely incredible.
Go curvy. Go curvy.
Hello everybody, I'm so sorry for the delay, the joys of live TV, but welcome to Go Curvy. We're so happy to have you here today. At Go Curvy, we are determined to bring you the best stories in our segment called Curvy Girl About Town. So the other day, my team and I, we decided we would do something, really Hollywood. So what we did is we went and we took the TMZ Hollywood tour. Wow, talk about a tourist experience, but gotta tell you a little bit of a story because it was really, really funny. So there was 4 of us that went. There was myself, and there was Emily, our producer, Andy, our director, and Jeff, our cameraman. So we had kind of had this plan, if we get kicked off the bus, we'll meet up. We're gonna sit separately and we'll meet up afterwards. But the main goal was not to get kicked off the bus because we wanted to show you what a TMZ Hollywood tour was like. So we all decided to sit separately, and our wonderful Jeff, and I know some of you have met him before because if you've been to anywhere where we're filming, you know Jeff with the curly hair. So we made him sit on the other side of the bus and take our camera. And we're not talking about a little tiny tourist camera, we're talking about our great big camera that we use for filming. And we're like, well, if anyone's gonna get caught, Jeff, he's so smiley and happy that he'll get away with it. So put Jeff on that side of the bus. Emily and Andy were sitting behind me, and those two reminded me of my children. Years and years ago, when I had them in the back seat of the car, and it's like, no, you touch me, no, you looked at me, no, you hold it, no, you get Sherry. So we're on the bus, and the lovely TMZ lady comes up to Jeff, and we're going, oh no, he's gonna get kicked off the bus, he's the one with the camera, so we're in trouble. So she comes up to Jeff, and she goes, are you with the news program? And Jeff looks at her with these big eyes and his curly hair and goes, no, I just want to be a director. And I see, and Andy sends him this text, way to go, dude. Way to go, dude. Wonderful thing that happened. None of us got kicked off the bus. I'm not going to tell you anymore because we're going to bring you that segment really soon in an upcoming program, but it was the funniest thing ever. And we out TMZ because we ran off the bus. I had the microphone in my purse, threw out the microphone, plugged it in the camera, and we stand right behind the TMZ bus and we go, and that's for Go Curvy. So having lots of fun. But let's get on with today's show. Of course, we always start with our spicy girl talk, and I'm joined by 3 of the most wonderful ladies. Got Marcy Guevara.
Hello.
Joanne Rollo.
Hi.
And of course, the amazing Shanice Lewis. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
How's everybody doing today?
Fabulous. Great.
Wonderful. So you ready to get into some spicy girl talk?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I've been talking enough. Who wants to start? Let's start with Miss Joanne, because she's new to Spicy Girl Talk. So let's start with the beautiful Joanne.
Hello.
And as you see, she's wearing a tiara and a sash. So explain a little bit to us about this.
So as of this past September, I was a newly crowned Miss Plus Top Model 2014. And it's been quite the journey. The winner gets a trip for a photo shoot. So I just flew back from Orlando a few days ago, and Juliet Hagerman, who runs Miss Plus Top Model, basically set up the whole trip under Hagerman Associates, and we did the whole photo shoot. We also were searching for a new Miss Plus Top Model Florida. So we had a lot of great contestants there, and we crowned the new winner. So it's been quite the journey.
Wow, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. What is and I know I'm not supposed to call it a pageant, but I don't know anything about this.
It is
what
a
are
pageant,
they called?
right?
They refer more as a competition.
Yeah, it's more of a runway competition, this particular
Runway
one.
competition. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this year they had a Miss Plus Top model who basically is the face of the organization for the next year, but they also, for the first time ever, had just crowned a Miss Plus Top runway. So for those, agents or scouts in the audience that were looking for specifically a runway model, there was a winner crowned for that, and then there was, myself, who could be for runway or print or any other types of modeling.
Oh, wow.
It's a crazy world. Have you been to any of the competitions or pageants?
I never have.
Oh, just
I
wait.
never have.
You know a lot about that world, though.
I do, because I'm a beauty queen.
Oh!
I won Miss Plus America in 2003. I made history by being the first woman crowned. And so I'm old school. I'm the OG. But I mean, I think it's a great opportunity because you have a platform and it's like charitable aspects to it. It's really good to make friends, and if you want a voice, because if you're somebody and you have this passion, you can't necessarily get a news interview. But if you have a crown on your head, you get more attention and more exposure.
That is very, very, very interesting. So is there certain requirements? Like, how does it work? So Joanne, you wanted to go and you wanted to do this competition. Mm-hmm. Did you have to, what did you have to be involved with, and what is the process to actually be a part of it?
I think that every competition or pageant has their own set of guidelines or rules. Okay. With Miss Plus Top Model particularly, there were several rehearsals that we had to go to. So there was, photos that we had to have taken of us, practicing the whole walking the runway, right. Based on where the location was, a certain type of routine that you had to do in the order that you come out, and if you're paired up with someone when you come out.
So for you though, personally, Joanne, why did you want to do it? Why did you sit down and say, I want to do this? What brought you to that point?
You know what, it was actually funny. It kind of happened on accident. I never thought about modeling. I never even knew there was such a market for it. I was working in marketing for many years, and the company went belly up and I was laid off. And I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? So in the process of looking for jobs, I actually saw a posting online about Miss Plus Top Model, and I thought that could be fun. And it's just for the experience, and who knows what may come up of it. And in the process of going to these rehearsals and practices, I remember them telling us, even if you don't win, just the fact that you're putting yourself out there to be exposed, there's so many wonderful opportunities that can come up of it. And so that's basically what started everything.
Shanice and I judged a pageant in January, and while I'm sort of still not sure what I think about it all, plus size toddlers and tiaras, I think that it does offer girls, especially in 2013, where etiquette and manners and certain things were poise, I don't think is as taught or as normal as it once was.
Right.
It was really amazing to see people you learn how to behave in front of a group of people, how to public speak, how to sit properly, and there's I think it can be really beneficial training, even if you don't become a top model.
Exactly.
And here's the thing, everybody doesn't have what it takes to be a plus model.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So this is another opportunity to be in the spotlight if you can't be an agency signed model. You could be a beauty queen. Mm-hmm. It's an alternative.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, next topic, and this is one that I have a lot of passion for. And I've been sitting on this pair of pants, everybody, which I'm going to show you really soon. And I've been kind of bubbling, fuming a little bit over the last few days about this. And I'm talking about Lululemon, my fellow Canadian Lululemon. I'll give you a little bit of background on Lululemon. Lululemon in Canada, I think it started in the late 90s. I was one of the first people to line up to get my pair of Lululemon pants because they were supposed to do all these wonderful things and fit. And that was the first time in my life I think I'd ever paid $98 Canadian for a pair of pants. And when I left Canada in 2007, I definitely wanted to take a pair of Lululemon because I wasn't sure that Lululemon was available yet in the United States. So I went in my garage and I dug up my 2007 Lululemon pants that I bought in Canada. And two things I wanted to do when I came to the States. One was work really hard and live the American dream. And the other one was lose 50 pounds. Well, one of them I did quite successfully. So when I bought these pants, I bought them 2 sizes too small because, you know, like I'm going to go to the States and lose 50 pounds. Not, but hey, we're okay. We're okay with that.
Totally fine.
So these are my Canadian Lululemon pants. And I want everyone to have a look. Give them a pull. These are from 2007,
So what
everybody.
their promise was like higher quality,
Right. And
that you couldn't see through them.
you couldn't see through them. And if people don't know what's happening with Lululemon, is ladies are wearing them, and when you bend over, you can actually see your butt. Like the pants get almost translucent. And Mr. Lululemon came out not long ago, and he said, you know, it's not our pants, it's that some people should not wear them. And that's what made me so fuming, because it's like, I've been wearing your pants for over 10 years, and, you know, I haven't had any issues with them. And these ones definitely, I could put these on, and I can bend over, even though they're 2 sizes too small, and you don't see any butt.
Well, it's possible because a lot of companies have changed their manufacturing to save money. So in this economy, a lot of people have changed actually the materials they're using. Where recently, and I don't want to put this company under fire, but Tory Burch. Tory Burch used to be like walking on clouds. And every friend I have that has recently gotten a pair of Tory Burch flats is like, these are the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever worn. So I think that the thing with the Lululemon, and this happens a lot, ladies, when you're wearing leggings, you want to make sure that you bend over, and you sometimes you do need to go up a size.
Yes.
And sometimes the materials they're using aren't as good as they once were. But sometimes just because you can squeeze into something doesn't mean you should be wearing it.
Was the
But
owner
when you
of that
pay-
company talking specifically about bigger people, not...
Well, I took it personally, Shanice, because I thought he was talking directly to me. And it's like, I felt like he said, okay, you know, maybe it's your body.
They were recently under fire, though, for not catering to bigger girls, for putting the larges and extra larges in the back. Some like associates were saying that actually we don't even put larges and extra larges on the floor. People have to ask for them, which just by the fact of you knowing that you have to ask for an extra large, you probably aren't going to shop there.
Right.
I would like to say though, first of all, many big girls out there, and you can tweet me if you don't like this, don't like to pay a lot of money for clothes. And we complain about the fact that Lululemon doesn't fit us, but you know what? Their pants are like $100. Those were $100 American.
Okay, and my camera go off me because I gotta pull my pants up.
It's on me.
I don't want anyone to see my spandex, but I have to prove a point. Okay, camera, back.
Those fit you.
I fit.
Okay, this is a size Canadian Lululemon 8. Okay, ladies, can you see butt?
No.
Hello. So, just my opinion, Mr. Lululemon, but quality control, maybe?
Also, there are lots of great, I mean, I'm sorry, but Lane Bryant has a new activewear line that is amazing. It looks good, it feels good.
And way cheaper, I'm sure.
And what?
Way cheaper.
Well, it's cheaper than Lululemon.
Yes.
And so here's the other thing. We see a lot of these plus size companies going out of business because people don't want to spend the money, because we are used to more affordable fashion because of whatever reason. So many people complain that they want higher priced fashion, but then when it comes down to, well, the price tag on that is
$98 Canadian, everybody.
They don't want to pay it. So anyways, forget Lululemon.
But the good thing, you know, sometimes you've got to pay that little extra to get the quality.
Absolutely.
And
I wouldn't pay a lot of money for yoga pants, so is that what that is?
Yeah.
I would.
You would?
I would.
Do you do yoga?
Yes, I do. I down dog. I down dog all the time. Yeah, I do. And you know what? It does make a difference. I think, here's the thing though, it's about how you look.
Is that better than Nike pants?
No, I think Nike has a great yoga pant. But the point is, and Nike does plus.
Yes.
So support companies that love you already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So my good old Lululemon are gonna go join Mr. Abercrombie
There you go.
on the what not to wear pile, everybody.
Doodle list.
Next.
Yep. Amen.
Oh goodness. So I think the other thing that we wanted to talk about, and I saw this for the first time a couple weeks ago when I was at a fashion show, and that's the age, the young age of what they call plus size models. And I think this girl was 13. And I haven't really been around the modeling industry very much in my life. I was a little shocked. I was really, really a little shocked about how young this girl was. Like, is that a norm?
I would say no. Yes and no. I just came back from Orlando, and one of the things I had to do was look out for younger plus-size models, and a lot of these girls were put in the plus-size division, and they were as young as 11, and they were going up to about the size or the age of 18. And you know, it makes me wonder: does it do damage to a young girl who hasn't even gone through puberty, hasn't even finished growing yet? And it's like, are they going to stretch out and be out of the plus-size market in a year or two, or does it hurt them? Does it make kids want to bully them more because they are so young? So my personal opinion is, you know, wait until they're at least, you know, halfway through high school before you can put a label on it.
Some of the clothes, though, already children's clothes, because I have a niece or a cousin who's like a niece, but I love her dearly. Yeah. She's a curvy little kid, and they have plus-size clothes. I think that's crazy. Like, I think it's crazy.
So they have plus size in the junior section?
Yeah. In the children's section, they have it. Absolutely, they have it in the children's section. Yep.
Well, in regards specifically talking about the models, in the last few years, Junior Plus has become real popular because I wear a lot of Junior Plus clothes.
Like Forever 21, Wet Seal.
Okay.
So it's the more youthful looking clothes, and it's a different fit. And so, you know, you want someone that looks like the demographic modeling the clothes to that demographic.
Okay, Ashley Graham, who's one of the most popular plus-size models now, she was discovered when she was 13, like in a mall in Nebraska, but she doesn't look her age. And I think that's what's interesting is if you look 13, I don't necessarily think you should be modeling adult clothes. But if you're 13 and you look 18.
Well, once they put all that makeup and hair, they will look older.
The person you guys were talking about at that fashion show looked 13.
Yeah,
and I personally am not motivated by a 13-year-old. Like,
and I wanted to hug her. I wanted to go up on the runway and like walk with her, like grab her hand, Marcy, and walk with her, because it really broke my heart a little bit.
And I'm sure you want to ask your audience
why
about
does
what
it
their
break
thoughts
your
are.
heart that a young girl is confident?
Well, I think it maybe, because that's a problem. I think Shanice, she wasn't confident. I don't think she was prepared to walk that runway. And all of a sudden it was like, okay, you go out and you walk. And it was almost like she froze.
Well, and that's what it is. There is training. There is work. It is a lot harder to model than people think it is.
Yeah, it's hard work.
And I think that you're right. There is an age appropriate. Had it been a children's or a teen fashion show, it'd be really different. Same with like when I've judged pageants and there's someone that's 60 years old and then there's a bunch of girls that are 25. This is not a level playing field.
Right. It wasn't an appropriate venue. I guess maybe that's what it came down to. It was not maybe the appropriate place for her to be.
And I worry about creepy crawlies too. Like that freaks me out.
Go ahead, Shanice, tell us what you
can
think.
get creepy crawlers on Facebook, Twitter.
Sure, but I mean just with like children. Like I'm really worried about like pedophiles and toddlers and tiaras and Jean Bonnet. And
but I mean, you could get that anywhere.
also though, what's the motivation? Okay, and this kind of goes back to the pageant thing. And I always just wonder, like, what is it that people want from these experiences? Like validation, to show people at home that they like are hot, or like, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
everybody is different. I can just tell you why it was before I moved to Los Angeles and I was still living in Louisiana. So I was looking for exposure because I wanted to be in films, I wanted to model, but I was in the country. And so that gave me a national platform. And then when I moved to Los Angeles, I worked it to the fullest. And I started modeling for Torrid. And I started doing all kind of stuff because I wasn't just a regular plus size girl walking in the door. I was Miss Plus America.
work.
Right? that opened doors.
Yeah.
But Shanice, when you did that, were you, because I know you were the most confident lady I know, and it's so beautiful, but when you started out, did it help your confidence, or were you that strong lady already?
I was confident already, but it was a boost because I was like, I won this title. I think I can do anything. I'm about to move to Los Angeles.
And you're very special too, and I think that was very strategic. But I think that if there's anything I would want to say is that if you want to be confident, or if you don't have to be in a pageant, and you don't have to go and like put yourself out there. I think that you can show your beauty and your confidence.
Because the flip side is if you lose, then some people are
devastated. Right. Your world is your runway. Like walk down your catwalk of your life.
Exactly.
That's mine.
You know what? That's very true. And everybody has their own. Everybody has their own. For me, it was business. That's where I got my confidence from. Nothing in Canada. I didn't know anything about beauty. We didn't really even have a curvy community that I knew of. And for me, it was business. And different things. As I say, different strokes for different folks, right? And I think if maybe I would have had this when I was younger, who knows, right? It's one of those things. Another issue we have to talk about that's been in the news lately is this thigh gap. When I first heard about this, I'm like, what are they even talking about? And then I saw a picture and I'm like, what? Why? Ladies, have you heard of thigh gap?
Yes. Pamela Anderson. I feel like you think of Pamela Anderson in Baywatch or in Home Improvement, and she always had like this perfect V. But what is the news story? That people want it or getting surgery to get it?
Well, is it that young girls are posting pictures in various places with their thigh gap, and it's supposed to be the hot, trendy thing is thigh gap.
Well, I never had it in my life. So maybe when I was born.
I was born with my thighs touching.
Chub rub on the way out. What's funny is when you are a curvy girl, it is a normal thing for your thighs to touch. If you don't have a thigh gap, it's okay.
Yeah. So it goes back to we're all built differently. Yeah. Some people are naturally thin. I personally, everyone knows that I'm a curvy girl. I have a sister who's probably been no more than 89 pounds her entire life and is under 5 feet tall. So everyone's built differently, and I think you gotta accept who you are.
Yeah, that's why I'm so glad I'm an only child.
Right?
I am too.
I couldn't deal with a thin sister. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. Anything else, ladies, that you want to talk about?
Oh my God, I think we could talk all day. I'm sure.
I know.
This is so fun.
This is great.
We have to, before we go though, we have to talk really quick. We have to congratulate Miss Shanice Lewis because it's her birthday! Yay!
You made it another year.
Yes.
Beautiful lady, it's your birthday.
Don't ask me how old I am.
We'd never do that. But you know what? We're going to celebrate later because we got some special stuff.
We'll have to tweet out some pics.
We will. That's right, everybody. Make sure follow us, all of us, later on Twitter because we have always behind-the-scene pictures and some fun going on. And remember, if you want to talk to us, interact with any of us right now, just tweet on in. And we would love to, answer your questions. We really want you to be a part of this show. And now we have our wonderful lifestyle segment, and we're going to bring to you Thanksgiving holiday decorating your table on a budget. So let's go on over to our lifestyle segment. Back to lifestyle. We are back at lifestyle, and I've got the wonderful Norma Zager with me today.
Yes, it is so nice to be here with you, and it's such a fun place to be.
Let's talk about, I'm looking here, it looks so beautiful.
You know what's unbelievable about this table? It was from the dollar store, or even less than $1. This is, everything I got here and decorated this table was from one of the dollar stores, and it looks amazing. It's easy to do, and I have a couple tips for everybody.
Wonderful.
That we can do. First of all, I love to give things away. I love everybody when they come from my house. Don't you love to
I love a takeaway, right?
We
love a good takeaway.
So these were these were 99 cents. You put them on everybody's plate. They're chocolate. What could be better in this life than chocolate?
And they're so pretty.
And they look beautiful on the table. Also, and I know, aren't they fabulous? And another tip that I have is, you see, this tablecloth under here, the colored one happens to be from, the dollar store. But I always put a piece of very fancy lace or piece of fabric. I go over to the fabric store, and something with rhinestones or any color, if you put it over, put it over a inexpensive tablecloth like from the dollar store, it looks gorgeous. It's got rhinestones, it's got glitz.
It's sparkly and it's beautiful, everybody. I wish you could get close here. It's got little diamonds on it, and it just is gorgeous.
And you can use any color. Like if it's, you know, for Christmas, you could use like a red cloth underneath it. And it really makes it dressy and fancy and nobody knows. It's a great trick and you can use it all the time. Fold it up, put it away and use it for everything. Then I got this little welcome thing to put on the table for a centerpiece. These plates amaze me because these plates were, you know, 99 cents. Look at them. They look like
they were 99
plates.
cents?
These were 99 cents. They go with everything. White is always a great color when you're decorating because they will match everything, and you could put pretty chargers underneath them if you want and make all, you know, you can color it up doing that. These beautiful goblets, which look so much the season. Hold on. 99 cents, everybody.
Wow, these look like the very expensive crystal goblets I have in my china cabinet.
Absolutely. I mean, you really don't know. And these darling little
these are
things,
so cute.
the whole package.
So cute.
The whole package was like 99 cents for a whole bunch of them that filled the whole table here.
So all these little things, all these little charms came in one package.
One package, and it was like 99 cents, and it fills the whole table. It's not like you got 4 in a package. And then, of course, you have the garlands, so you could do that.
Everybody.
You could decorate the table. You could, you know, another thing, we didn't have room on this particular table, but another fun thing to do is to take the garland, run it through the table in the middle, and then put little votives inside, pretty votives that you could also buy. And you could put little votive candles in between the curves of the garland, and it's a gorgeous centerpiece. It's just, it really dresses up. There's plates that we got.
Did you ever see
dessert.
these? Aren't
I'm
these
a big believer in paper
adorable?
plates, everybody. It gets to a point where you really don't want to, you know, wash dishes by dessert.
Right?
This is our turkey plate. How cute is he?
Oh, is that the cutest thing ever? Oh my goodness.
99 cents. Thank you very much. And hello, is this adorable for hors d'oeuvres? When people come in, chips, veggies, you can put the dip in the middle. It is absolutely adorable.
And no washing dishes, everybody. That's the most wonderful thing.
Thank you. And you know what the nicest thing about all of this is that as you go through the years, you know, you set, especially when you entertain and you have a family or you love having company over on the holidays, the nicest thing is to really, because you're spending so little money, when you do see something you love that's really beautiful, like maybe a pretty piece of silverware or a gorgeous, you know, maybe silver centerpiece, you don't feel guilty buying it because you save so much you know, it's like I'm a big person that believes in evening out. Yes. If we spend less here, we can spend a little more here, and it all evens out in the end. So you never have to feel guilty about spending money. Because that's my goal in life.
That's
we
right.
never want to feel guilty about treating ourselves.
And with Norma, you can have it all, and she is going to show you how. Norma, thank you so much. I want to keep Norma here at my house. So Norma's family, if you're looking for her, I'm going to keep her here with me for a while.
We'll be eating. We'll be eating chocolates. That's what we're going to do. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and enjoy the holidays.
Exactly. Thank you, darling. We have a really fun segment for you now in our Curvy Girl About Town. Emily and my dear friend Shalon, we all went to this amazing bridal salon called Della Curva. Della Curva has gowns from size 16 to 32. We got to try on gowns. We got to do a little modeling. So we want to bring this to you now in our segment we call Curvy Girl About Town. We are here at Della Curva, California's first and only curvy bridal salon. Let's have a look around. Hello, my beautiful curvy co-hosts. I'm here today with the beautiful ladies of Della Curva. So what made you want to do a bridal salon that caters to the curvy girl?
Well, I've been selling to all sizes for many years. But once, you know, a woman has bust or hips, it becomes harder because there's only a certain amount of sizes that we can carry. Right. And I just experienced so many sad stories of women going to many stores and leaving in tears.
You know, we're coming to a bridal salon to be a princess, to be that beautiful bride. We don't want to go in somewhere and it doesn't fit. Because, you know, that bursts our balloon. You gotta confirm this for me. Do you really carry size 16 to 30?
At this store, Della Curva, yes, size 16 to 32.
That is amazing.
Yes.
16 to 32, ladies. That is absolutely amazing. So what that means when you come in this salon, you're gonna find a bridal gown that fits you. So without further ado, and I know nobody wants to hear me talk anymore, they want to see some beautiful bridal gowns. Not only do they have dresses to fit everybody, they also, Sarah's an expert and she's gonna help you. She's gonna help you decide on the dress, she's gonna listen to you, and that is so amazing. I heard that you can have one look at me and tell me what I should wear in a bridal gown. I'm gonna take her up on that later, ladies.
I have a good sense of style. And I am very analytical, which helps me to size up because I've been in bridal for over 13 years. I look at the body, and I'm learning even more with the Della Curva brides.
Yes.
Exactly what works and what doesn't work. And so I try to particularly take a glance and style and see what will work. Something with ruching, give them a waist, you know, give them proportion, make them feel fabulous. This is all my goal. That's my first instinct, is to have them feel fabulous.
Fabulous, fabulous.
Fabulous.
Oh my goodness, this looks like a designer dress.
It is, it is. We have many designer dresses here. The whole concept of Della Curva is not the cookie cutter dress. It's not that we just want a dress to zip up on these girls. We've hand-picked these dresses in the best silhouettes, the best quality, the best cuts and fits in the industry.
That is amazing. Did you hear that, ladies? That you can actually come in here and get a hand-picked designer dress. This is absolutely gorgeous. So, Miss Sarah, the challenge is on. Have a look.
Test me.
All right, you heard that, my beautiful curvy co-host. Let's go.
Let's go.
Able to put a dress on them. Yeah, that fit. And look gorgeous! I'm in shock. I really am. Was that not fun? I know, I came like super close to having a wardrobe malfunction there, everybody. But that was honestly the first time in my life that I ever had like a full-on wedding gown on, and we had so much fun. And joining me right now is the amazing Shalon Dozer. She's the incredible lady that showed me how to do that spin in that wedding dress. Because this lady is a supermodel.
Oh, stop.
And she was, she is. I gotta tell you a little story about Shalon. I saw her first at a fashion show. And I saw her from across the room and I'm like, she kind of looks like me. I looked at her and I was like, I think there's something there, we kind of look alike. And then I saw this amazing lady walk on the catwalk, and nobody can walk like Shalon.
Oh,
so that
Thank you.
is what she's doing here today.
Thank you.
She's gonna show us a few tips on how to pose.
Absolutely.
I know for me, everybody's always like, put your chin down, stick it out, you know, put your back up.
Chicken neck.
The chicken neck, exactly, right? And I'm always like, ooh, and it's like, ooh, put it down, and it's so awkward. But Shalon's gonna show us some simple tips on how to pose.
Absolutely.
So come on, my beauty, let's stand up.
Let's do it. So what you want to do is, ladies, if you are going to pose, let's say you want to do some beauty shots,
you take your nose, the tip of your nose, and act like you're not. No, don't point at it.
Don't point. Oh, so no point.
You're gonna play like an imagine. You're gonna act as if your nose is an imaginary marker.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna do your shoulders back, chin up, good, and you're gonna do this. So it's called the ABCs.
Okay.
So first, watch me. First, you're gonna take your nose and do an A. So it's A. Now you try it.
Wow. Okay, so I'm making the A. So I'm going. Do I start at the top, Shalon,
So
or the
you start
bottom?
at the bottom.
Bottom.
Up to your apex, down and over, and across.
Woo! I did an A.
Right. So then there's another one. I'll do a B with you. So this is also to give you variation. So as you're doing it, you can change your expressions, and it makes it a little easier because sometimes as models, and you're starting out, you want to take pictures for anybody. You don't really know what to do. Right. So with the B, you can start at the top and do a capital B. So it's
Capital B.
down, around, over, and up.
So we start at the bottom.
Start at the bottom. Go up.
Around.
And over.
That is so great. I almost feel like a model.
And then, as you start to get a little more comfortable, you can actually practice. We do as models practice in the mirror. It's not a vain thing at all. So it's something you can get used to. So even let's try. You want to try doing a C?
I want to do a C. I want to do the whole alphabet. If we can do the whole alphabet, I'd be so happy.
So you're gonna start on this side to your right, and you're gonna go
around. So you start at the bottom or the top?
Top.
So start at the top.
Yes.
Around.
Around. So chest back. Shoulders back. Chest out. Right.
Start at the top. Go around. That was kind of like half a C.
Yes. So
Salon does it
like
a lot. Capital C.
So you start at the top.
No, my goodness. Okay, and you're going to tell us one more thing.
Yes.
How do you stand?
Okay, now there's a nice trick to making your body look very curvy without it being, all over the place. Yeah. So a good trick, and this is something that a lot of people do on the red carpet as well, is if you take one foot in front of the other, like this, and kind of, let's see, let me do it this way. So you do it this way, one foot in front of the other, together, one arm down. Yep, and you're gonna pop that hip up. And if you do it like that, like so,
fall over.
No. Or an easier one is just to take a step over and then position.
And throw the arm down. That's what Shalon told me
arm down.
in the bridal
So
salon.
you can
Throw
do
it
one
down.
up and one hand down. Yep. There you go.
One
And
down.
put your
Just
feet
be
together.
natural. Oh, feet together. There we go.
Yeah.
And pop that hip.
And pop that hip.
Pop that hip. No tongue. No, we don't need that. Okay, here we go. Pop that hip. Let it down. Pop the hip. Awesome. Any other little tricks, tips you can give us?
Absolutely. Always remember, ladies, and especially with plus two, is that you want to appear like your neck is as elongated as possible. Right. So the first thing, and this is something like you said, if it feels a little awkward, but if it feels awkward, that means that it's kind of right. Right.
So if it doesn't feel good, you're doing it good. Oh, okay.
So first we're gonna go with our chest out, shoulders down.
Chest out, shoulders down. Okay.
Bring your neck forward and down. And don't forget to smile. There you go.
And this feels so weird.
It did.
Oh my goodness, you are amazing. Thank you, my beauty, my beauty, my beauty. Without you, that bridal salon would never have been the same. That was so much fun. Della Curva is a great place. And now, in our beauty segment, we have the gorgeous Taylor and the gorgeous Brittany. And I hear today that we are doing bold eyes and fun with hair color. Sweetie, come over here because I see this beautiful, beautiful color. Wow, this is like an ombre.
We ombre from a really pretty dark green into more of an aqua using the Joico intensities.
Jeff, can you scoot in here a little bit and have a look at this? This is really incredible. So we go from like a really dark, deep brown to we got a little bit of a green, and then we've got teal on the bottom. Taylor, is this a color? Like, is this a color process or what?
We had to pre-lighten her because her hair is darker. If you had natural blonde hair like me or yours, we wouldn't have to pre-lighten it. And this is just a stain. It's a temporary color that goes right on top. So it is a chemical, but it is not a chemical process where it actually alters your hair.
Wow.
It only stains on top of your hair.
Wow, gorgeous. Very, very beautiful. So how many, is this like a number of colors that you put on?
Definitely.
And I don't know if you can see this at home, everybody, but it definitely is an ombre. It goes from dark to a green to this gorgeous, rich teal.
We used 3 different colors actually. This green I actually mixed the new peacock and cobalt from the Joico intensities with a little bit of our existing yellow. And then at the ends I did some with the straight up peacock and some with the straight up the cobalt to give it that different variation at the ends.
Wow, beautiful. Sweetie, turn around because I want to see it on the front because she's got some color here too. Can you see this at home, everybody? We've got like this pop of green, and then we go down to the teal. This is just gorgeous. This is just, I can even see, like, isn't that fun? So how do you feel? Like how?
I love it. I can't stop like
playing with it,
looking at it, playing with it.
Gorgeous.
It's so fun.
As I always say, when we end the show, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're more than numbers on a scale. Love your body today, live for today. And today, I have a little extra special way to go out. I had a wonderful interview with Miss Linda Koch, and she is the director of Miss Plus International in the UK. So welcome to all of our UK fans. We love having you. And let's roll Miss Linda Koch. Today with the beautiful Linda Koch from the UK. I'm so excited, Linda, to be talking to you this morning. I feel a kinship with you because I'm Canadian, and I know that we've all sung God Save the Queen. So welcome to Go Curvy, Linda.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, we're so happy. So Linda is the director of Miss Plus Size International and the British Plus Size Awards. Linda, can you tell us the difference between the two?
The pageant is obviously a beauty pageant for plus size ladies, and the British Plus Size Awards are recognising achievement within the UK community for companies that are contributing to the plus size industry. And we just felt it was about time that there was something like that, because there's nothing like that in the UK. So we've this is our first year, but next year they're going to be 2 separate events.
Wow. So Linda, tell us about the show this year. What can we expect at the Miss Plus Size International?
This year is going to be lots of glitz, glamour. It's going to be a fantastic show. We've got entertainment, and obviously we've got our beautiful finalists. We've now got 23 finalists, and it's just going to be a fantastic show with a ball afterwards.
We've been following you on Twitter because we're so excited here in the US. Was it hard to get people to come and get involved with the show?
Not at all, actually. Not at all.
And I know that last year the BBC Three actually followed the show. Can you tell us a little bit about how that all happened?
It was really exciting, and I'm really pleased with it. There was a couple of places where I think they could have maybe portrayed us in a better light, but other than that, I thought it was fantastic. It's raised awareness, and it's brought lots of, we had over 1,100 applicants this year, so it definitely
Linda, did you say 1,100 applicants this year?
Yes, most definitely.
That is absolutely incredible. How did the Miss Plus Size International and the British Plus Size Awards, how did they come about?
Well, we just realised that there was a gap in the pageant market, and in I believe 2010 there was the Miss England. One of the girls was a size 16, and there was a lot of bad stuff in the press about that. So I thought, well, it's about time we had something for plus size ladies and a pageant. And every little girl wants to, well, not every little girl, but most little girls would like to be in a pageant. So we thought that we would give them an opportunity to show that, just because you're plus size, it doesn't mean to say that you're not beautiful, intelligent, and that you can do all sorts of things.
I know the viewers are going to want to know how the event went, so will you please come back in a couple days?
Of course we will, of course we will. We'll try and send you some footage as well if we can. And thank you so much for inviting me on, and good luck with your show.
Thank you so much, Linda Koch. Thank you so much. Good luck with your event. You know we're going to be watching.
Thank you. Bye.